give me a team or a player or somebody that you guys thought would be better and disappointed you. I'll tell you my team.
Who was that?
The Washington Wizards.
Facts.
I picked the Wizards to go to the finals, or like, or I said that. They should. No, look.
But I feel you. They had
look
Dwight
at
Howard.
Like, bro, look at Bradley the last couple. He averaging damn near 30.
Yeah.
Since John Wall ain't played, the man now he averaging damn near 30 points. Wall, like, when Wall's healthy and on the court, there is a real discussion. He might be the best point guard in the Eastern Conference. A legit when he's healthy and on the court. And he's healthy. Like 2 years ago, remember that series they played that went to 7?
Yeah.
Legit
potential best point guard on the Eastern Conference.
When he's healthy. Okay, you got him, right? You got Otto Porter. Otto Porter get traded to Chicago, he look much better. Right? You get Dwight, judging on what Dwight did last year, Dwight wasn't trash. Dwight was good last year.
True.
Then you add Jeff Green, like you add Jeff Green, like Jeff Green was decent. Like I thought they had a good team.
They had all the makings.
Even if you look at the first game of the season, bro, literally the first game of the season, they all hyped up. They go up to get gamed by D-Wade in the Miami Heat. First game, I'm like, you know what? This is not even starting off right. Then the whole shit happened with Dwight. I don't want to get into, but the whole shit happened with Dwight, and just like the season. And even right now, I'm disappointed them because they just won't stop. They won't stop fucking winning, fucking lose.
Right, they tweaking.
They got out. They pretty much finessed out of the auto contract, which is beautiful work.
Word.
They gave him up.
The Bulls are always.
But I think he's good for the Bulls. I think he's a good coach for the Bulls. But they finesse out of that. You get your bar. You can like just decline the team option. Also, I think Porter's contract runs out at the end of the season. You can get rid of him. So. Like I really thought, if nothing else, this team would at least get to the second round. And again, now they won't even lose. Get you a pick. Lose, bro.
They just, man, I don't know what to say about the Wizards, man.
And now you got John Wall. He tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
So he was already going to be out for basically the rest of the season. Now he tore his Achilles. He might miss all of next year. And I don't even know how when John comes back after you get Bradley Beal with 120 games of doing what he's doing. Right. How is he just gonna go back to John gonna dribble the ball for 15 seconds?
Somebody got to.
And I'm what do you do? But then how can you trade John Wall off the Achilles, getting paid $44 million? I don't know
with a kicker on it.
Yeah, with a kicker on it. That's probably going to $50 million if he gets traded.
Right.
And now you won't even lose.
Right.
You won't even get a top to lose. Unless the NBA is like nice to you in the lottery,
right? You
probably gonna get about like the 7th, like the 8th, the 9th, 10th,
right?
Around like you don't really. I mean, you can get a star around there, but you usually don't. You get a good player. So I don't even know. The future is bleak for Washington right now.
Yeah, it's ugly, man.
Like they went from being a team that I thought that literally I was like, you know what? If they don't make the finals, they should at least be thinking conference finals.
True.
I mean, because again, last time we saw them healthy, they took Boston to 7.
Yeah.
Then you get hurt, like, you know what, I give a pass flash, like John Wall missed games, basically came up for the playoffs, but whatever. I thought going to this season, they would be much better than what they are. So the Washington Wizards are my disappointment.
Man, I echo your sentiments, man. Like, they, like, going into the season, when you looked at that 5, it was Bill, Wall, Otto, Howard, and Morris, right?
Yep.
And that looks like an ideal, like you know what I mean?
Then you got Austin Rivers off the bench. He was there.
Right.
Sadaransky was there.
Right.
Actually, that's a great fucking good
yeah.
2 years.
That's a good
Austin Rivers, Sadaransky, Jeff Green.
Yeah, that was a good looking team, man.
They have off the bench? I think they had Thomas Bryant at that point. He was there. Like they had. Like,
did they have a dude that looked like Thomas? What's his name? The one point guard.
Oh, Tim Frazier.
Tim Frazier.
I think he was gone by then.
I think he looked just like TPJ, man.
But yeah, that's my season at this point.
Man, who else let me down this year, man? I wanted just on the sake of the crib, man. I wanted Barry to have a good year at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like that was ugly. That was really ugly.
That was bad.
Yeah, that whole experience, man. Like, there's just two teams, man. Like, I mean, the Bulls, like, as of late, I like what Boyle was doing. I like what they're, like, they're trying to redefine themselves and get another identity. But who else let me down, man? I expected more out of the Cat this year. You know what I'm saying?
I would say recently, after he had the accident, I guess it was a life-threatening accident. He could have, like, possibly died. Yeah. He had a come to Jesus moment again.
Right.
He been hooping since that car accident.
Yeah.
But I feel you.
Yeah, I thought Cat would grow into, like, you know what I'm saying, like at least the top two, you know what I'm saying, center like clearly in the league, you know what I mean, without any debate. So like, man, I wouldn't even put Wiggins in that category. Like I've been selling Wiggins stock.
I think the T-Wolves as a whole has just been disappointing.
Yeah, you can
for
say
one,
that.
because like, okay, see the thing about, so okay, you get rid of Jimmy. Actually, that was the first game I actually covered. Was the
Clippers
game,
yeah.
and I'll never forget. Granted, I wasn't no NBA player, but I've been in locker rooms before. I've played sports, so I know what a locker room was supposed to be like, supposed to feel.
Right.
Like. I walked in the T-Wolves line. I was like, yo, this shit is fucked up. They have to trade this man. You walk in the locker room, it's all the old Bulls on one side, then everybody else. Jimmy's in the locker room, like looking like he clearly don't want to be here. Literally, Derek Todd and Jimmy talking to each other. Nobody else is speaking. I didn't even see Cat the whole time.
Damn.
So I was like, yo, they have to trade this man. They traded him. I thought they got back a good package for him, and then like even like, okay, so you got Wiggins there, right? But if you're gonna make D Rose pretty much like the primary wing scorer, then what the fuck is Wiggins gonna do? And D Rose been fucking hooping, so he should take all the shots that he should be taking. But if he gonna hoop like that, what's Wiggins supposed to do?
I don't know what you do. What do you do if you're the Timberwolves?
I don't know. I actually have no idea what you do if you're the Timberwolves. Like, I don't know where you go from here.
You re-sign D Rose?
Probably not.
I mean, that's your price. So you get a ball back to Wiggins and let him score? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who becomes?
I mean, but the thing about it is you pay Wiggins $150 million, and right now nobody's gonna take that contract. You at least have to play him into being tradable.
Yeah.
If
try
nothing
to boost
else,
him up toward the top of the year, get rid of him by the trade by the top of the year or something.
Because I mean, and obviously it's like Minnesota, and I think that D Rose right now can command a decent amount of money. Honestly,
what you think D Rose gonna get next year?
I think he can get like 12 million, 12, 14 million. I think the Bulls would be a good place for D Rose to come back home.
To the crib?
Come back home. Indiana, I think, would be a good place for him. I think that Indiana could really use him. They got some cap room. The Clippers even.
D Rose coming to the crib would be lit. I can't even hold you. Like we're the only people that really, really rock with him like that. Like other people, like Minnesota. I remember that game he scored 50. Minnesota didn't quite understand what they had.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, I was like, bro, you scored fucking 50.
Yeah, like that. I remember just watching some of the beat writers out of Minnesota. Everybody just like, great game by Derrick Rose scoring. You know what I mean?
It's like, nah, you don't really understand.
They was carrying it way too.
He wasn't scoring 50 when he was MVP.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Scoring 50. Like they didn't even understand what was like one.
That was probably one
of
the illest moments of the season, man. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. But no, I think that D Rose, with the way he's played this year, I think that as far as scoring the basketball, it's probably the best year I've seen him scoring the basketball. I think his shot has fell off a little bit, but I think it's because of like tiredness. Like, you play a long season, like, and honestly, I mean, I was again, shout out Gilbert Arenas. He said the one thing he wanted to see, like, what he looks like next year.
What?
He was like, I mean, like last season, I mean, like this offseason, if you think about it, was the first time he really got to train and not rehab.
What?
Every offseason, pretty much for the first time since he went MVP, you rehab it, so you really can't get better. You don't even know what you can do.
Right.
Now he finally understands what he can still do and know how to build up off those things to get better. I think realistically, he can get you about $12, $13 million. I think that right now he's probably best served as like a 6-man. But there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think that he's like next in that like Lou Will, Jamal Crawford, like that category of guys.
Where you're the 6-man, but you're clearly better than the starter.
Yeah, like you're probably better than a starting point guard. When it's like the end of the game, you probably gonna be on the court. Right. You damn near might be taking the game winner. Right. Like, yeah, you're the 6-man, but you're still playing like 28, 30 minutes a night. Right. I think that's how he's probably best served going forward.
Yeah, I hate he ain't gonna get that 6, man. You know, I know he ain't getting it. There's some guys that just came on this last half of the season and kind of grabbed it by the throat, but
no, I feel the T-Wolves, that's been a
disappointment.
I honestly, bro, and also the Suns. I honestly thought, like, I honestly thought, now granted, they've been playing better as of late, but I remember just looking at them on paper. To start the season. Now, granted, Devin Booker was out for I think about like 10 games or something like that. I thought that on paper they would be a little bit better than what they were. I thought that with signing like Ariza and bringing in like veteran guys like that, I thought that like the culture would switch a little bit different.
I think
that they would win like 35 games.
As much as I rock with him, like I think that he's going into that like he's valuable, but like only in the right scenario. It's like him in Phoenix kind of reminds me of like when you pick up say when the Cavs pick up Kendrick Perkins and they think they got this
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Or even remember when Hedo had that great run
type
and then signed with the Blazers and you never heard from that man for like 4 more years and then
is and I rock with Ariza too. You know what I'm saying? I just think that Houston was such a great fit. You know what I mean? That it kind of misled the rest of the league on what he truly is on a day to day.
I'm also disappointed in MJ for not getting Kemba some help. And I think I think they might have just fucked their franchise and lost Kemba Walker.
I think Mike may be one of the, next to what's up, boy over in New York?
Dolan. James
Dolan. Yeah, man.
One of the worst GMs in the league.
Yeah, man. Mike's pretty bad at that shit, man.
Bro, I seriously, I honestly think because when the deal came up for Marc Gasol, right? I think at that point in time they were probably maybe slotted to be maybe the 8th seed.
Yeah.
They falling below Orlando now.
I mean, maybe that's a tactic. You know what I mean?
But at the same time.
Yeah, but I think Mike, with him being Michael Jordan, it's almost like great players just have this, almost like the NBA is the word gets out about them and everybody stays away. You know what I'm saying? Just like LeBron wasn't able to land anybody big this offseason. You know what I'm saying? I think that. When you see players who play with him, they did nothing but show him love. LeBron is a great player to play with. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing but good shit to say. But somehow the media gets a hold of the narrative and it becomes this thing where I don't want to. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to go deal with LeBron. And I always thought that was some sideways shit that KD did too when he was
why you say that? I mean, because even with the stuff that's coming out in your locker room about you making the situation toxic over there. So why you saying that about? And granted, I've never really heard anybody who played with LeBron say bad things about LeBron. I've never heard anything. Granted, maybe we won't know until his career is over.
And but I feel the same way, just real quick, about Mike and the inability to land any players on his team. I think that is Jordan is I'm sure there's a lot of pressure that comes with, you know what I'm saying? Being a big star and then somehow signing to Jordan, you know what I mean? There's this maybe presumed idea of greatness, but Mike know he losing. He know he got a weak ass team. He know they ain't no shit.
I also think that he's a bad evaluator of talent.
Yeah, ever since Kwame Brown.
I also think that he's so great that he can't really evaluate talent. I feel like the only guys who are really good at evaluating talent that were great guys are point guards. I think Magic's decent, but he got to prove it. But I think he's decent at it.
He still got something to prove.
But he got to prove it. I think Danny Ainge is good at evaluating talent. I think Jason Kidd's even decent at evaluating talent.
I like Jason.
But I don't think Michael Jordan is the best.
Mark Jackson.
Yeah, Mark. But I don't think he's the best evaluator of talent because he was so great. That I don't think he doesn't.
Yeah, he's looking at something different in players. He's looking for this intangible that can be easily mistaken.
Yeah, it's you have that. That doesn't mean everybody else.
Yeah, just because he's in the gym early in the morning doesn't mean
that everything else. But moving on. Last topic I want to talk about. I want to talk about the Clippers.
Yo, shout out to the Clippers, man. Y'all showing Hoops and Brews love.
Yeah, man.
Man, y'all need to cuff them up, man.
You guys. When it comes to first of all, I think that if Doc should be in consideration for Coach of the Year. Consideration. He won't win it probably because I don't think they'll win enough games. I think that probably you got Mike Malone is up there. I don't think anybody saw Denver winning 46 games. Also, I think Coach Bud is up there as well.
That's the West Coast Hawks though. You know what I mean? I don't think that Denver they can win. They can have the number one seed and nobody will be scared of them.
Yeah, but I think that's what's important for Denver is I think that Michael Porter Jr. I think that if Michael Porter, but there was some footage.
Doing this thing.
Windmilling seems like not granted. I even watched some YouTube on the injury. They said that basically because I think it was an upper back and not lower back that it actually wasn't that bad. If he really wanted to play, he could play this year. But it's just why even do that? Why even risk you as a young guy? But if he can come back and be anything like the player that he was in high school and the player that we thought he was coming out, because I think the only thing that they're missing is I don't think they have anybody where they can throw in the ball and yo, give me a bucket. I don't think Jokic is that guy. I don't think Jamal Murray's that guy. Will Barton is starting at the Kobe. 3 right now. Yeah. First team all. He think he Kobe. I don't think Will Barton should be starting for them. I think he's a good guy off the bench. I think they need a guy from the wing who can go out there and get them 22, 23 a night. And I think that if Michael Porter Jr. can be healthy, he can take this team from being the West Coast Hawks. Right now, they really are the West Coast Hawks. I think that anybody even like the Clippers matchup with them, I honestly think they might fuck around and beat them. Right. Not even joking. I honestly think they could probably fuck around and beat them.
Yeah, I think that they
in 7, but they can fuck around and beat them.
Yeah.
We gon' slide, we gon' chill. She said she loves me, I'm her.